Israel agrees to a hostage swap as hundreds die in Gaza.
The body of a missing 8-year-old is found in the pipes of a Houston hotel.
And Boeing leadership is finally answering questions for 5 years of fatal plane malfunctions.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Chris Cordova.
And I'm Meredith Billings.
In the past 24 hours alone, 107 people have been killed in the Gaza Strip. Since Hamas attacked Israel in early October of last year, over 32,000 people have died on the Gaza Strip. This doesn't include the 74,000 that have been injured.
Israel and Hamas are on the brink of a prisoner and hostage exchange organized by the U.S. Israel is on board, but Hamas's response is still unknown.
Whether Hamas will say yes, will it say no, or will it say yes, but?
Israel is waiting for Hamas to respond after agreeing to a U.S. prisoner exchange proposal. It includes 40 Israeli hostages and around 700 Palestinian prisoners. Among them are 100 Palestinians serving life sentences for killing Israeli nationals.
And the Israelis want to have a veto on the identity of those prisoners.
The CNN analyst who helped break the news predicts some Americans could go free in the exchange. He says it could take a couple of days for Hamas negotiators to pass on a response from their leader.
This is Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza, who is in a bunker some 100 feet under the ground.
The news comes the same week that Israeli officials are visiting Washington. Today, the defense minister is in town. Later this week, a different delegation is set to discuss the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The humanitarian crisis there is sparking outrage.
There is no targeting of Hamas in precipitating a mass famine of 1 million people, half of whom are children.
Israel is planning a ground invasion in Rafah. Vice President Kamala Harris warns that could result in consequences from the U.S. American officials are worried about the more than 1 million civilians living there.
I have studied the maps. There's nowhere for those folks to go.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
I am not looking forward to the Texas heat that is inevitably coming back. I will take as many cold days as Mother Nature's going to give me.
Respectfully, Chris, I completely disagree with you. I love the warm summer weather. Austin, what do we got for this today?
Meredith may not be the warm summer weather just yet, but Chris, I will tell you right now, you will still have chill temperatures coming in at 65 today with the current temperature. We'll be feeling like 64 as well. But then we're going to have that wind speed coming in from the southwest at 14 miles per hour. But we are going to see that clear, sunny sky today. Tonight, let's take a look and see what that is going to bring us. We're going to see some lower temperatures out tonight, folks. Coming in from 58 degrees, feeling like 55. And that that wind speed coming in from the northwest at 15 miles per hour. No clouds today, just a beautiful moon. And then tomorrow, let's take a look and see what that's going to look like as well. We are going to be seeing 69 degrees out tomorrow in the temperature. Going to be feeling like 67, little lower wind speeds coming in from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. No clouds, just that sunny sky out tomorrow, folks. All right, bringing it back over to you guys.
4 suspects from the shooting at a Russian concert hall have been charged with committing an act of terrorism. The suspects are also accused of setting a fire which caused significant damage to the venue. The terror group ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attack. Russian President Vladimir Putin has accused Ukraine of being involved with the shooting, a charge Ukraine denies. As of right now, the death toll from the attack stands at 137.
Ukraine has reported striking Russian naval vessels and military facilities in Crimea. If confirmed, the attack would significantly reduce Russia's military presence in the Black Sea. These strikes could also boost the Ukrainian economy. With the Russian Navy pushed back in the Black Sea, Ukraine could be able to secure a shipping corridor near Turkey, allowing them to sell products on world markets. While there is no comment from the Russian Defense Ministry, a Crimean governor has said the attack is the most massive they've seen in recent times. Next, a broken pool pipe takes the life of an 8-year-old in Houston.
And the UNT student government is taking elections live today. Stay with us.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it. You're right, Mom. I have.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. Space and one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time. The do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Last night, a family searched frantically for their missing 8-year-old daughter, last seen in their Houston hotel. By midnight, her body was found in a broken pipe in the hotel pool. During the search, security footage showed her being sucked underwater while swimming, never resurfacing. This prompted staff to drain the pool and send a camera deep into one of the pool's pipes.
Pump was put in there and it was probably malfunctioning because the open pipe that she ended up in was supposed to be pushing water out, and right beside that pipe there was another pipe that actually had a big plastic filter-like screen on the front that's supposed to be sucking water in. So I know there was one speculation last night from somebody that knows quite a bit and everything that the pump was wired wrong, so it was sucking instead of pushing.
All right, Austin, can I count on my cold weather lasting us through the end of the week?
I don't know, Chris. Let's take a look and we'll find out just right now. Our beautiful North Texas right now, we're going to be seeing a lot of 60s out today. Here in our county, it's 65 degrees out in Denton, and as well as 62 right here in McKinney. Everywhere else right now, we're just going to be seeing some mid-60s, high 60s, all that just around. Pretty cool temperatures out right now as we are seeing. But let's take a look at Texas and see how that is going out for everyone right now. Everywhere else is looking very, very good. Houston, of course, being at the highest of 70. And Amarillo, the coolest kid right now on the block is what it seems. At 31, seems to be the oddball out of every single one of these everywhere right now on that. So everyone in Amarillo, stay cool. You definitely want to bring a jacket out and everything. But everyone else, we're going to be seeing that spring, beautiful weather coming in right now. How is the week going to be treating us? Let's take a look and see how that is going to be. So coming in right now, it's going to be pretty good skies and everything like that. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, going to be seeing around the 60s, and 60s getting in a little bit higher temperature. And then through Friday through Monday, we're going to be seeing up to 70s through the 80s out today as well. Don't really think there's going to be a chance of rain, but highest chance of rain will be on Wednesday at 17%. We will just make sure you got an umbrella just in case. You never know if that's ever going to happen. But right now, this whole week is going to be looking pretty nice, pretty relaxing. One of those last few weeks that we're going to have some pretty good temperatures out. And for me, that's all I got right now for the weather. I'm going to bring it back over to you guys as well. Thank you.
Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun announced today that he will be stepping down before the end of this year. The chairman and the head of commercial airplane unit are following suit. Boeing has been in the news a lot over the past 5 years for its manufacturing errors. 2 fatal crashes resulting in hundreds of deaths in 2018 and 2019 have been linked to Boeing airplanes. In January of this year, a door plug flew off mid-flight, leaving an open hole in the side of the plane for the remainder of the flight. Boeing is reporting over $31 billion in losses.
Healthcare workers in Vermont are threatening to go on strike in the midst of contract negotiations. CNN's Sophia Thomas tells us what the staff is fighting for.
Susan Becker has spent over a third of her life as a nurse educator at Central Vermont Medical Center in Berlin. She says she loved it at first.
The last 4 years have been really difficult with COVID and retaining healthcare workers and ensuring that we're providing the best care we can for our members of the community.
In August, Becker and over 500 other CVMC nurses and technicians won their union election, forming Central Vermont Healthcare United. 7 months later, they're still negotiating a new contract with the CVMC administration.
We need a fair contract now.
Dozens of CVMC employees, community members, and UVM Medical Center support staff who unionized in January gathered at City Hall Park in Barrie Sunday to rally in support of an agreement with CVMC. CVMC staff say they're understaffed and on the path to burnout. They're asking CVMC to improve staff training, invest in better supplies and equipment, and pay them higher wages.
To have wages that are competitive with the surrounding areas so that people will feel more invited to come to this area to work and stay and to raise families.
CVMC says they're on their 10th bargaining session with union members. In an email statement to WCAX, they said they're grateful for the respectful tone that has characterized these negotiations, and they remain committed to achieving a fair and equitable contract that continues to support CVMC's mission.
We're totally capable of it. We just need the right support and resources.
Becker says there have been a few snags in the negotiation process, but it's taken on a more positive tone in recent sessions. She says the CVMC community wants what's best for everyone.
I believe that it'll bring strength and unity to all the staff and to our community members that we serve.
Bargaining continues on April 4th.
Speaking of taking matters into your own hands, UNT is beginning its own elections.
It's time to hit the UNT polls because our student government elections are starting today. From today until Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., students will be able to vote for the UNT student government's new president. Vice president and senators are also on the line. There are 2 candidate teams running for the president and VP positions. David Munyasarabia is running for president with his VP, Edwin Ostiguen. Their policy focus is stated with an acronym RISE. It stands for Reform, Integrity, Service, and Empathy. The other pair running is Dorcas BCC and her VP, Sarah Robertson. Their main goals include improving academic affairs, raising the minimum wage on campus, improving parking, and highlighting diversity and inclusivity. As for the senator positions, there are 2 to 3 candidates running for each UNT college. Information about the candidates can be found on the Division of Student Affairs website. The results will be announced March 29th at 5 p.m.
Next, Charlie's favorite angel is a mother for the second time at 50 years old.
And Rebel Wilson and the Borat are going head-to-head over her upcoming memoir. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
Here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god! Oh my god! This girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Man, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Hundreds of UNT students gathered on campus in an incredible display of community this weekend. I was on the ground and got to witness it all. Here is what I saw. Over 600 students, faculty, and staff gathered at 7 a.m. last Saturday to participate in UNT's 15th annual big event. Each one waited in 45-degree weather to volunteer over 4 hours of their time to organizations across the Denton community. After eating breakfast, the groups were sent to 14 Denton County locations, including Crum, Argyle, Denton, and even the UNT Union.
So what we're doing today, we're partnering with University of North Texas, and we're packing 10,000 meals. This is our funnel stations. They'll get a clear bag, put an unopened package of vitamins in there. Then they'll go a level scoop of soy, a ladle of vegetables, and the last thing is rice goes last. Then when they're done with that, they'll yell runner, and the runner will take it over to the weighing station where they'll weigh it. Has to weigh a certain amount of weight for us to be able to ship. They'll add or subtract rice to get to that weight, and then they'll hand it over to the sealing station where they will seal it and complete the bag. After that, it'll go to our boxing station where they will put 2 bags per square, and they'll put it all in the box, and it fits just perfect.
I hope that big event changes the way that you look at service and like community engagement. I know and believe the impact that community engagement and service has, not only for like our outside community, but also the growth within ourselves and like being able to share that with others.
I feel like we take so much from our community. We're in a position to take that we need to remember that we got to give back.
A lot of us are commuters. We're not actually from the Denton area, and I feel like this is a really great way to kind of give back to Denton and like the city that has given us a home for an entire year.
Everyone had such a great time working to serve and celebrate the Denton community. Speaking of celebrations, 51-year-old actress Cameron Diaz and her husband, Benji Madden, announced the newest addition to their family last Friday. Their first boy, Cardinal Madden, in an Instagram post. They wrote, "We're all so happy he is here." They also noted they will not be sharing any photos to protect his privacy.
Actress Rebel Wilson is speaking out against comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. She says Baron Cohen is trying to get her to remove unfavorable comments made about him in her upcoming memoir. Wilson has spoken out before about the friction she had with Baron Cohen during their work together on a 2016 comedy, Grimsby. She's reported to have written about this in her book entitled Rebel Rising. In a social media post made yesterday, Wilson claimed that Baron Cohen has hired a legal team to stop the release of her book. She says she won't be bullied or silenced by any legal action. I don't know about you, but it's time for me to shake up my wardrobe. ntTV's Julia Ham tells us about a small clothing store north of Denton attracting customers in a modern way. Julia?
Texas has discovered an unexpected way to combat their limited exposure. I had the chance to meet the owner and hear more about their journey as a family-owned business in a small town.
In the heart of Sanger, Texas, the Shabby Shack is a local family-owned boutique with a unique business strategy. The Shabby Shack was founded in 2012 by a woman named Selena Swaim and has grown to become a well-known shop in Sanger.
We're just a little family business. My daughter and my son work for me and my cousin, and we just have a good time with it.
Despite being a successful store, like many other small businesses during the pandemic, the Shabby Shack had to think outside of the box and come up with ways to stay in business.
During COVID, we found that we're going to have to do something to keep our business afloat. So we started doing the live shows.
Every Wednesday since 2020, the Shabby Shack has a live show on Facebook in which they display and describe each of their products, and people in the comments can place their orders directly to the store for pickup.
So we start at 8 o'clock, and we usually have anywhere, it used to be during COVID we'd have over 100. Now we have 60 to 80 usually watchers, and people comment on what number and what size they want. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Shabby Shack Live. We're starting a little bit early tonight because we have a whole lot to show y'all. We've got lots going on at the Shabby Shack tonight. We're going to start off with our Easter stuff tonight. We've got Easter things, we've got makeup, we've got freshies. We have so much to show y'all, so y'all make sure y'all stay till the end. We try to be very customer service friendly. That's 100% our goal, is to make everybody happy, and we try really hard to do that. We're trying to make it affordable for everybody to be able to look their best all the time at an affordable price, and we've been very successful at that so far.
Through these live shows, the Shabby Shack has accumulated a personal connection with their customers, and many people make sure to come back every week and bring their friends. Many people have even become friends with Selena and her family, and they like it that way.
People call me 24/7. Can you get me this? Meet me at the store, and I'll run up here. I live just a couple of minutes away, and I run up here and I meet people.
Despite the challenges that they've endured since opening in 2012, the Shabby Shack has found a creative strategy that they know works for them, and they will continue to make connections and provide affordable makeup products and clothes to their community for years to come.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Good night. Bye-bye.
If you're a small business owner, definitely take some notes from Selena and start thinking outside the box, because you never know what unique idea could help your business grow. And if you're ever in the Sanger area, make sure to stop by the Shabby Shack next time you're up there. And that's all I have for today. Let's take it back to you guys at the desk.
I love shopping, so I might have to spend some of that money on UNT sports merch. Jay, how is the nation's best college doing?
Regret to inform you, Meredith, but we had to go tissue shopping this weekend. I'll have postseason basketball, and the stars shined last night. Stay tuned for sports on North Texas Television. The Stars started their road trip in the desert last night against the Coyotes. It was a back-and-forth scoring affair. After a failed late push by Arizona, the Stars put the game away with a late goal on an empty net play. The Stars would go on to win 4-2. Key performances in this game include 1 goal, 2 assists night by Tyler Seguin and Matt Duchesne, and a 26 save night by young goalkeeper Jake Ottinger. The Stars improved to 44, 19, and 9 on the year. Staying in the green, both basketball teams played in invitational postseason tournaments. Women's basketball first, their historic run comes to a close as they lost to TCU in the WBIT 67-58. Tamisha Lampkin led the Mean Green in scoring with 24 points and 10 rebounds, making this her 13th double-double of the year as she finishes the season 10th all-time in single-season double-doubles in school history. Desiree Colonel was the only other UNT player to reach double-digit scoring as she finishes her collegiate career with 10 points. In Jason Burton's first season as head coach, it was nothing short of amazing. With 23-9, they set a program record for wins in a season, regular season wins, conference victories, and earned their first conference title since 1986. Way to go, ladies. To the men's team, they failed to repeat as NIT champions, losing to Seton Hall in the second round Saturday, 72-58. Jason Edwards scored a game-high 23 points, making this the 14th time he's done so. He came at an inefficient 34.9% shooting. The defensive-minded team lost their identity, allowing Seton Hall to have 4 different players reach double-digit scoring. Coach Hodge was proud of his team, fighting till the end, as in his first season as the head coach, he led them to 19 wins, which was 3rd all-time for UNT first-year head coaches. Jason Edwards also entered the history books with his 650 points, or 5th most in a single season in school history, and he knocked down 38 threes, placing him 6th all-time in single season at UNT. Mean Green Hoops appears to be in good hands. I'm Jay Lathan. That's all for sports. Back to you at the desk.
The Boys and Girls Club is giving a tasty... my apologies. That'll be all. Thank you for joining us at ntTV News at Noon. I'm Chris Cordova.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.
Adios, everyone.
Goodbye.
They cut us. They cut us.